Welcome to Indiana High School basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, NEPCO, Crane and Equipment Services, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. The Coca-Cola pregame show with Mitch Columbi is next.
Here's a three in the corner on the way! Yes! Yes! Big time three and a big time moment.
5 Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5 Star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5 Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
Top of the key for three! Splash! Big time three. Here comes Vice driving inside. Stolen. Picked up by Samantha Marks. Oh, man, he made it happen!
Welcome to the Coca-Cola pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
The new era continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the Winamac Lady Warriors host the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays in Hoosier North Athletic Conference action. This is Indiana High School basketball. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play, our sports analyst, Terry Minix. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. We welcome you to Warrior Gymnasium in Winamac, Indiana, 46996. We are back for more as we are set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com. As we get ready for our 21st basketball broadcast of the season, we have seen both of these teams in action and have spoken with both head coaches on the Saturday Sports Line, of course. But when we look at the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, head coach Whitney Combs is in her first year leading the girls program. The Jays started their 2023-2024 season on the road, picking up a big win over Rochester, 43-42. They then hosted Rensselaer Central for their second game of the year and fell 65-22. On November 8th, they traveled to Boone Grove and won 63-52. Then they took on South Central in the launch pad and lost 64-42. They then faced off against Counts at home, winning 65-40. The night before Thanksgiving, we saw them in the nest as they hosted their historic rival in the Knox Lady Redskins and won 51-44. On November 25th, they took on their other cross-county rival in the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. They won that game 53-41. They lost to Morgan Township 51-46, then won against Argus 60-54, then lost to Caston on the road 43-25. They beat North White 46-32 and Culver 46-19. They then lost to the Tri-Township Lady Tigers in the historic Tiger Den 45-35. Since that time, they have gone 1-4, losing to West Central, Kankakee Valley, Benton Central, and North Miami, with their last win coming against LaVille 42-39 on January 9th. The Lady Jays come into tonight's matchup at 9-9 on the year. Leading the Lady Jays in the scoring department is Kylie Lehigh, averaging 12.5 points per game. Right behind her is Kaylin Tunis, averaging 10.3 points per game. And rounding out the top three is Reagan Hensley. She's averaging 6.8 points per game. Lehigh also leads the team in rebounds and steals, averaging 9.8 boards per game and 4.3 snags per game. Leading the team in assists is Avery Johnson. She's averaging 2.5 dimes per game. And as a team, the Lady Jays offense is averaging 45.1 points per game, and their defense is allowing right now 48.1 points per game up to this point. We turn now to our sports analyst, two-time Indiana High School basketball state champion head coach, Terry Minix. How are you, Coach?
Doing good. Looking forward to a really good game in here. Cold outside, going to be hot in here. I know that.
Well, I will say this, even though it got into the 20s, it felt a lot warmer than it had been the last few days, Coach.
It really did. And, I mean, I think that's what possibly gets some people sick, too, is, thinking it's a little warmer than what it is. But, hey, we'll take it. Well, next week, it's going to be in the 40s.
Well, and you sound good. Looks like you got out of your sickness. You feeling better now?
I'm feeling a lot better.
Get a little basketball in tonight.
This definitely the best cure for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been an interesting year for the Lady Jays. 9-9 right now. Give us your thoughts on them here at this point in the season.
Well, I mean, they've kind of have the ups and downs, but the thing is they got to get back what they were doing earlier in the season when they had things really rolling. I watched them obviously when they played the Bobcats, and they were playing tenacious defense, and that's what was getting them a lot of their wins. And I think they kind of went back a few steps and started relying on jump shots and not doing the things that they were able to get them wins early. So this might be a good way for them tonight. It's going to be a good battle, a conference game, and I think you're going to see a very competitive game tonight. And I think it's anybody's game, to be honest with you. But if they can handle that press, I think the Blue Jays, this would be a good way to get out of that funk for them.
Well, and then you can't overstate the kind of run Kylie Lehigh has been on for the Lady Jays right now. Even in that loss this past weekend where we saw them against North Miami, she still got a double-double. Just at 9.8 boards per game and over 10 points a game. To me, that's a walking double-double.
Well,
Coach.
It is. That's double-double, and that's double trouble for whoever they're playing, and that's what you got to understand. You got to know where she's at, because she's getting the rebounds and the putbacks, and them are the ones as a coach you sit back and you just like shake your head. You're like, come on, we made them miss a shot, and there she is. She's cleaning up the glass, and that's the stuff. Like I say, as a coach, that kind of you shake your head and you don't wonder, but that's the type of kid she is. She can score from outside, she can score from inside, she can score off the glass. She's just like I say, a walking double-double.
Yeah, absolutely. And then this past weekend we saw Kaylin Tunis have a breakout performance. Between Kaylin Tunis and Kylie Lehigh this past Saturday, boy, you can tell they've got their leaders right now for the Lady Jays. But we turn the page and look at the Lady Warriors of Winamac, Indiana. Head coach Tony Stasiak is in his second season leading the girls program. Stasiak is, of course, an Indiana high school basketball state champion himself that coached for many years in Rochester. After a tough first year at Winamac last year, it looks like the work his team has put in over the summer is really paying off. They started their 2023-2024 season on the road against Frontier and won 53-22. Their second performance was on November 7th, where they hosted Westville for their first home game and fell in a tight one, 53-50. They then traveled to Argus to take on the Lady Dragons and won in a close one, 57-55. Then hosted Caston and fell 47-33. Then took on the Lady Cavs of Culver and won 47-33. We saw them take care of North White November 16th, winning 53-17. Boy, that seems like it was a while ago already, Coach.
That was last year.
That's a good one. Since that time, Coach, the Lady Warriors have won 7 of the last 12 games, really making things happen. They beat Rochester. They beat their cross-county rival West Central, LaVille, DeMont Christian, North Newton, North Montgomery, and Delphi. The 5 losses during that 12-game span came to Manchester, Rensselaer Central, Tippecanoe Valley, Knox, and Triton. The Lady Warriors come into tonight's matchup at 11-7 on the year. Leading the Lady Warriors in the scoring department is Candace Croft, averaging 10.9 points per game. Right behind her is Marissa Iverson, averaging 9.5, and then Piper Link rounds out the top 3, averaging 8.5 points per game. Leading the Lady Warriors in rebounds is Piper Link. She's averaging 5.9 boards per game. Maggie Smith leads the team in steals, averaging 3.1 snags per game. And leading the team in assists is Candace Croft, averaging 3.9 dimes per game. As a whole, the Lady Warriors are averaging 46.7 points per game on offense, and their defense is allowing 40.2 points per game. Coach, we saw the Lady Warriors get out to a great start on January 5th against Knox, but the Lady Redskins, they crawled back into it and won that game in amazing fashion. What is something you expect to see from this Lady Warrior team tonight?
Well, that game was definitely a tale of two halves, and they just got to get a little more consistent. You know, we watched them in that North White game last year, and their defense was incredible. I mean, that full court, North White struggling a little bit, but you could just tell they knew where to go. They played really, really well as a team, and that full court press that Coach Stasiak has is making it pay off, and they're getting easy runouts.
Yeah, we talk with him here in a moment in the KVB Coaches Corner. Very unfortunate injury that we will make sure to announce during our Pulaski Memorial Hospital injury report. It is a very, very big player. We'll talk about that here in a moment for the Winamac Lady Warriors. But at this point in the season, Coach, I got to ask, sectionals right around the corner, as a head coach, where do you want your team to be in the final few games here?
Well, the thing is, you want them healthy. And he's obviously setting her out tonight, understands, this is a conference game, but, this isn't the biggest game for us. It's leading up to the biggest games, and that's when we all become 0-0 again and start off in tournament play. So, I think Coach Stasiak, obviously, he's won a state championship. He knows what he's doing, and I think that's the smart thing to do. And the other part about that, by sitting out, your top player because of an injury, it's going to hopefully help you in depth when the tournament time comes, because the next person, has to step up, and they get the confidence that, hey, I can fill in. If someone goes down, I can come in, I can give us minutes, I can, score a basket, or I can play the defense or run that particular side of the court on a press. So, it's bad when you look at it, but it's good overall, and hopefully, she's able to get back.
Well, tonight is a rivalry matchup. We love our rivalry games in this area. A lot of North Judson-San Pierre graduates say this game against Winamac is a big-time rivalry game, and the Winamac Lady Warriors are hosting the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, as we are expecting a great evening of rivalry IHSAA girls basketball action, as we appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show, refreshing the world, making a difference. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas, average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express. Who's in?
Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Hey, thanks, John. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on KVB's WKVI. We, unfortunately, like we mentioned a moment ago, have an injury to report tonight. It is Candace Croft of the Winamac Lady Warriors. Coach Stasiak told me here in a minute, right before our KVB coaches corner, pregame interview, whatever you want to call it, he said Candace rolled her ankle yesterday in practice and is day-to-day right now. Coach, I got to ask you, what kind of injury does that what does that do emotionally to a team?
Well, like you say, I think it's the next person up mentality, and that's the thing they've got to be able to do is someone step in there and, tournament time, I think the sectional draw is this Sunday. So, everybody's getting ready for that. And the good thing is get that rest and, let everybody else, pull their weight here, and it's only going to make you better.
Well, stay tuned. We're going to hear from Whitney Combs of the Lady Jays and Tony Stasiak of the Lady Warriors after the break in the KVB Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care closer to home.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
It's time to hear from the coaches in the KVB Coaches Corner. Here's Mitch Columbi.
I'm with head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, Whitney Combs. Coach, you come into this rivalry matchup against the Winamac Lady Warriors tonight, hungry for a win. What do you know about the Winamac Lady Warriors you can share with us?
I mean, they're pretty deep. They got 5 girls that score 8 or more points. So our defense, we're going to have to get some good defensive stops tonight.
Is there anything in particular that you're talking to the girls, maybe in the locker room, you can share with us you want to see from them tonight?
They have some really good shooters, and we've been struggling with closeouts. So, we got to get the high hand up on shooters, make them take it to the basket to beat us, not wide open threes.
At the point we are in the season, sectionals right around the corner. What's the message right now to the girls to finish off the season strong?
I mean, we just got to bring our energy out. Basketball can be taken away any day, right? So go out there, play every game as your last, and work your tail off.
Message to Blue Jay Nation who may be listening.
Just come out and support these girls. They're still working hard. We're preparing for sectional time.
Coach, as always, I appreciate your time. Good luck.
Thank you.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
I'm here with head coach of the Winamac Lady Warriors, Tony Stasiak. Coach, we're at the latter portion of the season. Sectionals right around the corner. What's the message right now to the girls as you finish off the season here?
Well, tonight it's kind of find a way. It's not going to be pretty. We've just... we hit a kind of a rough patch with our play last week, but then we had that extended time off, fighting some injuries. So it's not kind of who we are, who we've been, or I don't think who we will be, but it's a rivalry game. So it's if your jersey says Winamac, you owe it. Find a way. It may not be pretty. It may not. Who knows how it's going to look? I don't know. If it's... you win a game 11-10 or 111-10, find a way to be 1 point better, whatever that might be. So, yeah, but it's just weird because we had that time off last weekend, but you're at the back stretch. Like I told them, if the season is a lap, you just turn the fourth turn. So you don't have time. We're kind of in a rhythm now where it's, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, end of the regular season, as long as Mother Nature will allow that schedule, of course. But you're down the back stretch, and you're just trying to kind of get things tuned up. And, obviously we cannot win the conference, but we'd still like to finish in the top half if we can. And we've got some conference games here at the end to see kind of where things shake out. And, we're playing North Judson squad that's right there with us. Might actually be ahead of us in the conference standing. So it's somebody that, and it's just like I said, it's a rivalry game, and you owe it, regardless of who's on the floor for us, to give it your best effort, and I'm sure they will.
What do you know about the Lady Jays you can share with us?
I mean, they're just scrappy and play hard. It's typical North Judson team through the years with Coach Brown, Coach Hampton, Coach Neubauer. They're going to be athletic. They're going to be scrappy. And of course, in this rivalry, it's the same thing. We could both be 0-21, and we'd both play it like it's a state championship. So, I mean, you just kind of, as a coach, this is one of those games where, you didn't have a lot of preparation time. We practiced Friday, and then we practiced yesterday. Yeah. So all the things you'd like to get, you can't. So you got to kind of, I think from our standpoint, is manage the game. Manage it, try to get to the fourth quarter with the game end out, and try to make, like I said, one more play to win.
Coach, as always, I appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, appreciate being here.
Hey folks, Auto Park Fort LaPorte has got some news for you. We now have the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles in LaPorte County. So if you're in the market, come and check us out, because right now is the best time to trade in your current vehicle. Not interested in purchasing a vehicle? That's okay. We'll buy yours even if you don't buy ours. Not currently in the market, but your car needs serviced? Come check out our newly renovated service department and let them take care of all your service needs. And remember, we're not just an auto dealer, we're an auto park.
Time now for the keys to the game. Sponsored by the Auto Park, with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen.
All right, as we get set for Indiana high school girls basketball action, what are your keys to the game as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jay, Terry?
Well, the big thing is take care of the basketball. They got to be able to take care of the basketball against that Winamac press. And the other thing is they got to be able to win the board battle. I think they've got the height advantage, and I think that's the thing that's going to be the key for them tonight.
All right, now flip sides. If you are the head coach of the Winamac Lady Warriors, what are you and your coaching staff's keys to the game tonight?
Well, I guess it's the obvious, Mitch. Who's going to, get them points, that play, that hard nose that Cadence Cross had, and who's going to do that? And they need somebody to step up, somebody that's already been a starter that's going to get them an extra points, or it's going to be somebody that's come off the bench to get them points. But it's going to have somebody step up and, fill in them shoes.
That's our keys to the game, sponsored by the Auto Park, with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen. Go ahead, grab a pop, an ice-cold Coke, and chill as the Coca-Cola pregame show continues. Our KVB starting lineups are next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Have you ever wondered how much I could sell my vehicle for? Well, Auto Park Chevrolet GMC can help with that. We're looking to buy your vehicle. It is a quick, simple process that puts money in your pocket. Stop by the Auto Park on Oak Road for one of our sales professionals to assess your vehicle and have a cash price for you in moments. If you're looking to trade, we have stacks of inventory for you to choose from, or you can walk away with a check in hand. Don't hassle with listing on Marketplace or waiting forever to sell it privately. Let us make you an offer today. Auto Park Chevrolet GMC. Check us out at www.autoparkchevroletbuickgmc.com or call 574-936-5590 or come to see us next to Walmart in Plymouth.
Kankakee Valley REMC is excited to announce that applications for their youth programs are now available. If you know a student in 6th grade or a junior in high school, encourage them to apply for Camp Kilowatt or Youth Tour to Washington, D.C. Our fun summer experiences are designed to ignite curiosity, foster leadership, and provide hands-on experiences. For high school seniors gearing up for college next fall, KVREMC is offering $8,000 in scholarships through the Operation Roundup program. Let KVREMC fuel your academic journey by providing the financial support you need. Are you ready to apply? The deadline is March 1st. Visit KVREMC.com to get started.
Puts up a floater! Oh my gosh! High off the glass!
Now it's time for the KVB starting lineups.
For the Lady Jays of North Judson, Indiana, starting at point guard is Avery Johnston. The 2 guard is Kaylin Tunis. Starting small forward is Kaya Birkin. At the 4 is Kylie Lehigh. And at the 5 is Anna Garbison. For the Lady Warriors of Winamac, Indiana, starting at point guard is Piper Link. At the 2 is Maggie Smith. Starting small forward is Lily Bennett. At the 4 is Sadie Popejoy. And at the 5 is Marissa Iverson. That is our KVB starting lineups as we will be back to get set for tip-off. Hey, you are listening to KVB's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
From Warrior Gymnasium in Winamac, Indiana, welcome to game number 21 of our Indiana high school basketball season between the Winamac Lady Warriors and the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays. I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be there. We turn things over to our public address announcer, Connor Jones, for our national anthem. You know, not only is WKVI always going to be there, we also want to let you know Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WYMR will always be there too. Join the boss, Tony Ross, on Max 98.3 FM every day as well for even more content involving your area. Between WYMR and WKVI, Kankakee Valley Broadcasting has you covered. I always remind you to follow us on social media. It's pretty simple. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X, formerly Twitter at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content 24/7, 365, right at your fingertips. Whenever you want some extra sports happenings going on in your area, that is the place to go. You can listen to us on your phone. Just go to one of our social media sites I mentioned and tap the link on our page. There's no excuses. We are literally in the palm of your hand. As I said, we are proud to let you know the PA announcer tonight in Warrior Gymnasium is Connor Jones. The scoreboard operator is Paul Dunn. In charge of the official scorebook tonight is Lori Wentz. Our officials for this evening are John Weaver, John Wright, and Lewis Brown. Breaking things down and analyzing play, we are honored to have a two-time Indiana High School basketball state champion head coach as our sports analyst, Terry Minix. Coach, we look around our area schools. We see the West Central Lady Trojans hosting Faith Christian. They're 11-7 right now. The West Central Lady Trojans have had a really good, strong season.
Yeah, I tell you, they keep getting better, and they're getting better at the right time.
On the boys' side of things, the South Central Satellites enter round one of the PCC tournament against Morgan Township tonight. We will keep up to speed on those games as all of that lines us up for our game. The rivalry continues between the Lady Jays of North Judson-San Pierre and the Winamac Lady Warriors as the web printing JT Shirt Shack tip is up and away. The Winamac Lady Warriors will control possession first. Up at the top of the key, it's Sadie Popejoy. She gets it back up top to Maggie Smith, who's slashing inside, pops it back out to Lily Bennett. Then to the corner, it's Maggie Smith. Smith driving in, pops it from 13, inside the paint, no good, gets her own rebound. Then it's going to be stolen by Kaylin Tunis, and here come the Lady Jays. Kaylin doubled in the far corner, gets it back out up top to Kylie Lehigh, swings it over to Kaya Burkett, and then over to Avery Johnston. Johnston back over to Burkett. Now entry pass to Kaylin Tunis on the right block. She's dribbling through the baseline. Back out, up top, extended wing. Avery Johnston now to the top of the key to Kaya Burkett. Back to Johnston, swings it over to Anna Garbison. She's dribbling at the top of the key to the near corner. Kaylin Tunis pops the three. No good. Fight for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Jays, Coach.
I'll tell you what, that zone is giving them a lot of fits right now. They wanting to pound the ball inside, but there was just no room.
So bringing it across half court are the Winamac Lady Warriors. It's Maggie Smith getting it to Lily Bennett on the far side of the floor. Entry pass to Piper Link. Link doubled, finds some space on the inside, and then a foul's called.
Burkett is going to be her first.
So yeah, Kaya Burkett with her first foul of the night. It puts Piper Link at the line. Senior for the Winamac Lady Warriors. First one's up away, and it is good. As tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Nepp at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. First free throw from Link is good. Second one is as well, making it 2-0 here in the early going.
They're going back in that 1-3-1. No full court.
So the Lady Jays having to deal with some zone defense here as they have the ball on their side of the floor. It's Kaya Burkett up top. Entry pass to Anna Garbison. Dump off to Kaylin Tunis. Spinning around from the left block. She gets it to go. Kaylin Tunis carrying over the hot hand from this past Saturday. Tied up 2-2 here. Top of the key, it's Maggie Smith bringing it across half court. Probably taking over the Candace Croft duties, Coach.
Yeah, that's big shoes to fill, but she's going to be able to do it. Oh,
and nice entry pass to Marissa Iverson. Nice post play, gets the and one to go. She's going to go to the line for a three-point play here.
Foul's going to be on Anna Garbison. That's her first, team second.
Makes it 4-2 with Marissa Iverson at the line. She has an opportunity for a three-point play here. She makes it happen as it's now 5-2, the Winamac Lady Warriors lead. 6 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Kaya Burkett on the other end of the floor. Back up top, this is Anna Garbison. Over to Johnston, back to Burkett. Pops the three. Bank is open.
Banker.
Nice shot from Kaya Burkett, ties it up 5-all. Then on the other end of the floor, Maggie Smith almost loses it. She tracks it down, kicks it over to Sadie Popejoy, who then finds Lily Bennett. Bennett with Kaylin Tunis on her. Bennett, entry pass to Piper Link, back out to the far corner. Marissa Iverson up top, now top of the key. It's Maggie Smith. Smith over to Popejoy. Man-to-man from the Lady Jays. Iverson now swings it over to Maggie Smith. 3 on the way. No good. And rebounded by Sadie Popejoy, who saves it. And it gets to the hands of Piper Link somehow. She drives inside, puts up a right-handed layup. It's no good. Rebound on Kylie Lehigh. Here she comes, crosses half court. Kylie with the ball, gets rid of it to the far corner. It's Kaylin Tunis driving in. No, that's Avery Johnston. Pops it from 14. Couldn't get it to go in the far corner. Rebounded Lady Warriors, and here comes Sadie Popejoy. Tied up at 5 apiece here. Popejoy picks up her dribble. Back out up top. Maggie Smith wide open. 3 on the way. No good. Rebounded inside. Lily Bennett blocked from behind by Kylie Lehigh. And Kaylin Tunis comes up with it. Here come the Lady Jays pushing it forward. Avery Johnston near corner, 16 feet, no good. Rebounded inside by Kaylin Tunis. My goodness, she's everywhere. And then a whistle here on the inside. It's going to be called on Sadie Popejoy here.
Foul called on Winamac. It's going to be on Popejoy. That's her first.
Some fireworks here early. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. Johnston to take it out, kicks it out to Kylie Lehigh. Then finds Reagan Hensley for 3! Splash! Big time shot from Reagan Hensley. She just checked in. 8-5. The Lady Jays take a 3-point lead here. This is going to be a good game. Maggie Smith, entry pass to Marissa Iverson, almost loses it, saves it back to Smith. Driving in, dump off back to Iverson, loose ball, and the Jays come up with another steal. It's Johnston pushing it forward to Reagan Hensley, spinning around to the right block, puts up a shot.
Travel. Oh.
Called her for a carry, but it could have gone either way, like you said. So a turnover for the Lady Jays in the early going. Unofficially, I have the Winamac Lady Warriors with 3, the Lady Jays with 2 turnovers.
They got the Jays going to be doing the pressing tonight.
They are full court pressing right now as Kylie Lehigh is all in the face of Piper Link as she throws it forward to Marissa Iverson. Then Iverson gets it to Popejoy, who's doubled right in front of the Blue Jays bench, and then a foul is called.
It's going to be on Tunis. That's going to be her second. Oh.
Yeah, they're saying first. So the Lady Warriors kick it back court to Maggie Smith, who then brings it across half court. She gets it to Lily Bennett. Kylie Lehigh's going to come up with a big-time steal. Here she comes. Bennett on her, coast to coast. And Kylie Lehigh gets the right-hand layup to go easily. Up 5 now are the Lady Jays, 10-5. And then reaching in is Kylie Lehigh, a little too aggressive there. She looks over to head coach Whitney Combs. She goes, I don't think that was a foul. She's just playing aggressive out here. Almost comes up with another steal. And then a travel is called. My goodness. They pushed it forward to Marissa Iverson. She barely had the ball before they called the travel on her.
A quick one.
Shuffled her feet just enough for the official to call it. As here, off the turnover, the Lady Jays have it. It's Anna Garbison. Near corner now to Kaylin Tunis. Driving in. Nice job by her. Her first opportunity's no good. She gets the rebound. Second put back is no good. But she's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 here.
Piper Link, that's her first.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by First Farmers Bank and Trust, providing state-of-the-art banking with old-fashioned service. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. First free throw from Kaylin Tunis is no good. Checking in for the Lady Jays is number 30, McKinley Dushak, and checking out is Anna Garbison. We also see Lily Bennett check out, and checking in is number 22, Emily Weaver, the junior here. Or no, excuse me. That was Sadie Popejoy I was looking at. Off the second free throw, it's missed and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Warriors, and head coach Tony Stasiak doesn't agree with it. It was Corin Ulrich who checked in a moment ago for the Lady Warriors. My apologies. Out of bounds play underneath their own basket. They find Reagan Hensley for a deep three. No good. Rebound in Kaylin Tunis, though. Lady Jays have a second chance opportunity. It's stolen by Sadie Popejoy. Here comes Sadie, coast to coast. Has Jays right behind her. They come up and block. My goodness. Here come the Lady Jays now, pushing it forward. Kylie Lehigh up to Avery Johnston, and she gets the right-hand layup to go. 12-5. 3 minutes ago in the first. The Lady Jays lead, and the full court pressure is on. The Lady Warriors pushing it forward, and the Lady Jays are going to come up with another steal. It's Kaylin Tunis. Tunis at the left block, spinning around, back out up top to Dushak, who then swings it over to Lehigh. Lehigh over to Hensley, then to the far corner. Johnston takes a three, no good. Rebound to McKinley Dushak on the inside. Back out to Kaylin Tunis, 17-footer, no good. Rebound at Avery Johnston, and her putback is good. The Lady Jays are on a big-time run, and head coach Tony Stasiak wants to take a timeout to talk it over. 14-5, Coach. What do you think?
Well, I tell you what, they're doing a really nice job of moving the ball against that 1-3-1, and they're getting good looks. And the other thing is, I think we talked about it, one of the keys is rebounding, and they're doing a great job on the glass.
Maybe talk about the aggressiveness right now from the Lady Jays. While they've had a couple of fouls, they're staying aggressive and their foot's to the floor.
Well, and we talked about who was going to press here. We figured it was going to be Winamac pressing, and right now it's the aggressor right now is North Judson, and they're doing a really good job of playing a little bit of havoc on the Warriors and making them turn the ball over, and they're getting easy putbacks. They did a great job on two different situations where they pushed the ball up and had a nice break.
Flip sides to the Warriors now. Do you consider maybe adding some pressure?
Well, I like that. I mean, the thing is when you got another team that is putting pressure on you, hey, can you handle the pressure and do that and maybe speed the game up a little bit for you as well? Because I think, they have the advantage, I think, on the quickness side, but obviously the Jays have the advantage on the size. But, I think I would definitely be pressing, if I was the Warriors right now.
So out of the timeout, the Lady Jays lead by 9, 14-5. There's still full court pressure on the floor from the Lady Jays, and the Winamac Lady Warriors are going to beat it. It's Maggie Smith crossing half court, finds it to the far corner. Big time three! Corinne Ulrich, the sophomore, answers the call. 14-8. Huge shot it was there. Johnston now for the Lady Jays, crosses half court, gets it to Kaylin Tunis, then over to McKinley, stolen by Maggie Smith. Here comes Maggie. She read the passing lane well, and she goes coast to coast for the left-hand layup. And just like that, 5 quick points out of the timeout, Coach. That's exactly what they needed. Big time three, near corner, Kaylin Tunis, in and out, rebounded Piper Link.
Oh, there's foul.
And then whistle here on the Lady Jays.
That's on Lehigh. That's going to be her second.
Foul call on Judson. Winamac is in the bonus, so they'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And the thing is, the Warriors need to just, once they get the rebound, push the ball up. They got already 5 fouls against the Jays, and they're going to be shooting a lot of free throws. They just keep attacking the basket.
So at the line, it's Sadie Popejoy. Her first of 2 is good. That was the 5th foul for the Lady Jays already. Time's kind of flying here with 1:42 to go in the first. That free throw brought it within a 3-point game here. Second free throw, no good, too hard. Fighting for the rebound. She comes up with a rebound. The Lady Warriors are going to reset here, down by 3. They were down by 9 just, 30 seconds to the play clock ago.
I'd like to see them attack a little bit. Get it inside or attack going to the rim. There you go.
There it is. Smith pops it, driving inside from 15. No good, but it was a good look. And then they get the rebound again. Over to Ulrich, another 3 on the way. No good. Fight for the rebound. Marissa Iverson gets it this time.
Ooh.
They're going to call her for a travel. So a turnover for the Lady Warriors here, but they have brought it within 3 here, Coach.
Tell you what, it's all in a hustle. They're getting to the floor first. They're doing the little things.
This is a little bit of a Winamac Lady Warrior run here. Over to Reagan Hensley, top of the key, 3 on the way, no good, and rebounded inside by Marissa Iverson. Iverson back out to Sadie Popejoy. pressure from the Lady Jays, and Sadie Popejoy traveled. She hesitated, trying to get it to Maggie Smith, and Avery Johnson covered her well. And at the last second, Popejoy dragged her foot.
Jays need to do what they were doing earlier, just pass the ball around. In that 1-3-1, they're going to, the bottom corners, the short corners are what's going to be open for them.
Oh, big-time steal on the inside by Ulrich. They tried to get an entry past the Lady Jays. Oh, and now on the other end, no fouls called! And a big-time three by Sadie Popejoy ties it up. My goodness. 9 quick points. As on the other end of the floor, the Warriors are breathing new life here.
Well, I think Piper Link got away with a little bit of a moving screen there, and that's what the coaches from North Judson were both up and screaming about.
So out of bounds play for the Lady Jays here. Avery Johnston stepped on the line. My goodness. It's a tale of 2 quarters in the first.
Yeah, there you go.
So now it's Popejoy. Up to Corin Ulrich. Last 10 seconds here of the first quarter. It's tied up 14-14. Inside, Piperlink, no good. Rebounded by Kaylin Tunis. Here's the last 5 seconds. She pushes it forward to Avery Johnson. Last one. She didn't know how much time was left. As that ends the first quarter. My goodness, what a way to come back for the Lady Warriors. It's tied up 14-all. We're going to take a break and come back for second quarter action coming your way. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Today's game is sponsored in part by Howard's Marathon of Winamac, serving Pulaski County for 44 years. Call 574-946-6894 and ask for Howard or Dean. We thank them for supporting local high school sports and being part of this wonderful tradition. We go to the second quarter. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Terry Minix, thank you for being here as we're back in action right away. The Lady Jays get an entry pass to Gracie Minix, and a turnaround shot from the post is good. The Lady Jays take a 2-point lead now, 16-14 to start the second quarter. It's Maggie Smith. Oh,
that was just good ball movement by the Jays that time. They got back to what they did in the beginning of the game.
So now on the other end of the floor, the Lady Warriors almost throw it away, but saving it is Maggie Smith. Smith bringing it forward. Now to the far corner, Corin Ulrich tries another three. No good. Rebounded inside by the Lady Jays. It looked like Anna Garbison and Kaylin Tunis both kind of came up with it there. As now it's Kaya Burkett on the other end of the floor. She tried to find Grace Craig, and then Anna Garbison saves it luckily. Garbison back to the near corner. Kaylin Tunis picks up her dribble, swings it over. Cross court, Kaya Burkett driving in. Puts up a shot. No good from 14, and rebounded by Rebounded by the Lady Warriors. And then on the inside right away, a big-time layup by Kaylin O'Connor and a timeout by the Lady Jays as it's tied up here 16-all. That was a lot of fast-paced action.
Yeah, it was. I think we're getting exactly what we thought. It was going to be a close game. It was going to be up and down the floor, and that's what they're doing, and we'll see who's in the best conditioning right here.
Boy, 16-16. You take a 9-point lead there, 2 minutes to go in the first. The Lady Warriors call that timeout. They go on that 9-point run. You'd think if you're the Lady Jays, you did your job in the first quarter. Now you're fighting neck and neck here in the second.
Yeah, but I mean, with a three-pointer, they had 2-3. Popejoy hit one, and Ulrich hit one in that 9-point, and then they got a couple free throws and another basket. So they did exactly what they needed to do. They pushed the pressure a little bit more. They pushed it up and got a little more aggressive.
So out of the timeout from the Lady Jays, we'll see what they have in store here. It's Kaya Burkett. Anna Garbison wide open for three. No good. Overshot it and rebounded by Coleraine Ulrich on the inside. Ulrich finds Maggie Smith, who crosses half court. Maggie gets it over to Piper Link. And then Link puts up a left-handed layup. No good, but she's fouled. She's going to go to the line here.
Fouls on Gracie Craig. It's her first.
So with Link at the line, the ball game is tied 16 apiece here. First free throw is up. And it is good.
I think you got to feel good as a Warrior, getting through that first quarter with, your best player injured and you stayed 16-16, so they're off to a good start.
Link's second free throw is good, making it 18-16. And the Lady Jays inbound it to Kaya Burkett, who brings it across half court. Burkett now right in front of the Lady Warrior bench. It's Anna Garbison back out up top to Grace Craig, then swings it over. It's Kaya Burkett. Burkett now back over to Garbison, who then swings it over to Grace Craig. Craig back out up top. Kaya Burkett, three on the way. Yes, sir. The Lady Jays take the lead back 19-18 here. 6:10 to go in the first half. Oh my goodness, Kylie Lehigh comes up with another steal. She's driving in, puts up the layup, no good. And a fight for the rebound. Grace Craig comes up with it. Oh, and then it's stolen back by Maggie Smith. Here comes Maggie, coast to coast, right-handed layup is good. 20-19, it's back and forth here. Kaya Burkett over to Anna Garbison. Garbison fakes right, goes left, picks up her dribble, swings it over and overthrew it. Her intended target was Kaya Burkett. It goes sailing out of bounds for another turnover. So the Lady Warriors are going to inbound this to Maggie Smith, who then pushes it forward across half court to Coleraine Ulrich. Gracie Minix on her, back over to Maggie Smith. Smith crosses over, goes right, spins back left, picks up her dribble in the paint, back out to Ulrich, pops the three, no good. And inside, Piper Link gets the layup, her putback's no good, fight for the rebound, and a foul will be called on Coleraine Ulrich. Pushed Gracie Minix on the inside, and head coach Tony Stasiak didn't like that. Reagan Hensley's going to check in, and checking out is Gracie Minix for the Lady Jays. Grace Craig will get it into Kaya Burkett. It's Grace Craig, Kaya Burkett, Reagan Hensley, Kylie Lehigh, and Anna Garbison out there for the Lady Jays. Hensley swings it over to Burkett, back out up top, almost stolen by Maggie Smith. She can get in the passing lane. Now swings it over to Reagan Hensley. Far corner now, Anna Garbison driving baseline, picks up her dribble, back out up top, almost stolen by Maggie Smith again. And it goes sailing out of bounds, last touch by her. She's everywhere, Coach.
Let me tell you, Maggie Smith, well, she was the snow princess here tonight. So
snow coming.
Snow coming.
Yep, it was snow coming.
She was the queen tonight.
She was the queen.
She's doing everything tonight.
She really is. Sideline out of bounds play. The Jays get it into Kylie Lehigh. Back to Reagan Hensley. Far side of the floor. Back up top. This is Kaya Burkett over to Grace Craig, and then swings it over to Anna Garbison from 16 in the near corner. Big shot there. The Jays take back the lead. 21-20. 4:40 to go in the first half. Full court pressure from the Lady Jays. Smith pushes it forward to Marissa Iverson, and they're going to throw it away. My goodness. And then pushing it forward on the other end of the floor, it's Kylie Lehigh getting it inside, stolen by the Winamac Lady Warriors. Another turnover. Here they come. It's Maggie Smith over to Coleraine Ulrich, far side of the floor. Now to the far corner, Maggie Smith almost went baseline, keeps her dribble, now dribbles, up top, now back to Coleraine Ulrich. Ulrich spinning around, picks up her dribble. She's got to get rid of it. She hands off to Maggie Smith. Smith. Oh, entry pass to Marissa Iverson goes out of bounds. Another turnover, Coach. Both teams having some troubles.
Yeah, that was one where she tried to get the ball inside. She had her sealed and just kind of an errant pass. The thing for the Jays is Winamac's in that 1-3-1, and they need to get in. They're matching up with that one-guard front, and they need to be a two-guard front and run two people on the short corner at the bottom. and they're going to get more looks.
Big time three on the way from Kaya Burkett is no good. Rebounded by Reagan Hensley. We'll come back to that in a moment. I want to dive into that exact point you're talking about. But back on the J side of the floor, it's Reagan Hensley getting it to Gracie Minix from the right elbow. She gets it to go. So now a 3-point lead for the Lady Jays as the Winamac Lady Warriors push it forward. It's Maggie Smith getting it to Marissa Iverson. She hands off back to Smith, then to Coleraine Ulrich, far side of the floor. Ulrich with the Gracie Minix on her. Back out up top to Maggie Smith. Kylie Lehigh on her. Smith going in, near corner now. Sadie Popejoy driving in, picks up her dribble, back out to Smith. Smith fakes right, goes left, inside, finds space. No good, but she's fouled. She's going to go to the line here.
Shooting foul. Judson. Smith will go to the line.
They call that on Lehigh, and
Lehigh,
that's her third.
Yep, that is her third. I was waiting for him to put it up on the scoreboard. So first free throw from Smith is good. As tonight's game is sponsored in part by McGrath Refrigeration, a family-owned business since 1967, and your local Armstrong Air dealer. Call them for all your heating and cooling needs at 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right. Maggie Smith, second free throw. Up, away, no good. She made the first, which brought it within two here, 23-21, and then the Lady Jays off the rebound, push it forward to Gracie Minix on the far side of the floor. Back up top, Reagan Hensley pops the three. Splash! Big time three! Reagan Hensley, 26-21, 5-point ball game for the Lady Jays. Last 2:45 of the first half. Sadie Popejoy doubled. Back to Maggie Smith, crosses over, splits the defenders. Now to Coleraine Ulrich, block three. She somehow gets her own rebound, puts up another shot, thought she got fouled, no, and then rebounded by the Lady Jays. My goodness. Here comes Kaylin Tunis now. Gets it back to Gracie Minix, and then up top to Kaya Burkett. Swings it over to Reagan Hensley. Entry pass, stolen by the Lady Warriors. Smith, oh my goodness. And then it was almost stolen back by the Lady Jays.
Well, that one that was stealing it for the Warriors was Coach Stasiak.
He got involved out there. No, he was on the out of bounds. But the ball went right over his head, rolled on his shoulders there. Last 2 minutes here, the first half. The Lady Warriors have possession here. Turnaround shot from the post. It's Marissa Iverson. No good, but she's fouled, and she's going to go to the line, Coach.
Marissa Iverson with the opportunity for 2 shots.
Score update from the other side of Pulaski County. The West Central Lady Trojans lead the Faith Christian Eagles 23-21 at the end of 1. Tight ball game for the Lady Trojans, but back in our game here at Winamac, it's 26-21 and Marissa Iverson's at the line. First one is no good. As we thank Farm Fertilizer for sponsoring tonight's broadcast, call them at 574-867-2441. That's Farm Fertilizer, helping to move the bar on yield and crop investment returns. Second free throw from Marissa Iverson. Up and away. And it is no good. Fight for the rebound. And it's going to be a jump ball here. As Marissa Iverson got in there, it's going to stay here, Winamac ball.
Well, they're getting a lot of them 50-50 balls. I mean, that's what makes a difference in a lot of games.
So sideline out of bounds play for the Winamac Lady Warriors. Lily Bennett to take it out. She kicks out up top to Sadie Popejoy. Kaylin Tunis on her. Popejoy crosses over. She comes to the near side of the floor. Picks up her dribble now. Back up top to Maggie Smith, who then swings it over to Lily Bennett. Bennett on her tiptoes looking inside. Nothing there. Back out up top to Sadie Popejoy. Kaylin Tunis on her. She gets around her. Popejoy pops it from 13 inside the paint. No good, and rebounded by Reagan Hensley. Here come the Lady Jays. Last minute 30 of the first half. Pushing it forward to Kaylin Tunis. And it's overthrown over the head of Tunis and out of bounds unofficially. Both teams right now I have down for 10 turnovers apiece. Unofficially.
Jays are still playing very aggressive. Tunis is extremely aggressive out there.
We saw her had a heck of a game this past Saturday. She's carrying it over to tonight. as now pushing it forward are the Winamac Lady Warriors, getting it inside to Lily Bennett. No good, but she's fouled, and she's going to go to the line. The Warriors are doing a good job of getting to the free throw line.
They are. They've got to the line a bunch tonight. Don't make me count right now.
I won't.
Okay.
So Piper Links at the line. First of two, or no, excuse me, this is Lily Bennett. My apologies. Lily Bennett at the line. First of two is up away, and it's no good as Mark's Body Shop in Knox is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. If you ever need collision repair, contact Mark at 574-772-7003.
This would be their 13th free throw of the half.
Second is on the way. No good, and she's going to get her own rebound off the back iron, and it just landed in a perfect spot for her to track it down. So Lily Bennett gets it to the far corner. It's Maggie Smith back out up top to Lily. Kaya Burkett on her, hands off to Maggie Smith, driving inside. Over to Sadie Popejoy, pops the three. No good, in and out, rebounded by number 24, Kaylin O'Connor. She gets it to Maggie Smith, driving in, pops it from the paint, no good. And then a fight for the rebound. It's a jump ball, so that means it will be Lady J basketball here.
Yeah, Kaylin O'Connor's come in and really gave him some really good minutes on the glass.
And here's the full court pressure from the Winamac Lady Warriors now.
See? Ooh, that's close to a 5 second.
Ooh, it was close to 5. And just as you said that, Coach Combs felt the same way. She called a timeout. She wanted to have a chance to make sure they didn't turn the ball over. As we look around, Coach, I see some Knox Lady Redskins in the house tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, they're taking on the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays this Saturday, maybe getting a glimpse of what they're expecting to see. But it's a Hoosier North Athletic Conference battle in Warrior Gymnasium tonight. It's a back-and-forth affair. The Lady Warriors down by 5. It doesn't feel like it, though, Coach.
No, it's been back and forth, and they did exactly what we thought they should do, and that's get up and start pressing, and they did a good job, and it forced Coach to take that timeout. Like I say, the only, you were talking about, when you get back to that.
Yeah.
And that when they're in a 1-3-1, I've always been taught to never match up in a zone. So if they've got a 1-3-1 or a 1-2-2, you don't match up your man-to-man, your point guard right in the front. You're going to go to the side. So that's why a two-guard front is more times than not better. And that's why what's open against a 1-3-1 are the short corners and down at the bottom. So if you got 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top, and you got your flasher moving back and forth, that's when you can get your open looks.
Are you saying like running baseline?
Running baseline. You got 2, but go short corner, and then once it goes short corner, then your middle person dives. All they do is dive.
Gotcha.
That's how you break the 1-3-1.
So out of the timeout, under a minute here, the Lady Jays have it. They get it over to Reagan Hensley, fakes the 3, drives inside. She almost loses it, and they're calling her for a charge. Kaylin O'Connor set her feet, and Reagan Hensley ran over her.
That's her first.
That stops the clock at 47.5 seconds to go here in the first half. The Lady Warriors trail 26-21. Maggie Smith pushes it over to Sadie Popejoy. Full court pressure from the Lady Jays. Popejoy pushes it forward to Marissa Iverson. Iverson throws it away. She spun around trying to get the ball to Maggie Smith, and right when she threw it, Smith was covered and couldn't track it down. So now off the turnover, the Lady Jays have it. It's Kaya Burkett back out up top to Johnson. Avery with it. Inside to Anna Garbison from the right elbow. Spins around and goes inside. She's fouled. No good, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Stops the clock at 26.4 seconds here in the first half.
And Kaylin O'Connor, that's her first.
So at the line, Anna Garbison is going to shoot her first, and it is good. Zingo Express of Knox is a proud sponsor of tonight's action. Stop by Zingo Express in Knox and fuel up both you and your vehicle the Zingo Express way. 27-21, Garbison at the line. Second free throw is good, making it 28-21. Last 26 seconds here, and the Lady Warriors are going to throw it away again. Stolen by Reagan Hensley. Maggie Smith tried to push it forward to Marissa Iverson, and she overthrew it. Reagan Hensley stole it, and now on the other end of the floor, it's back to Hensley. Swings it over to Burkett. Now to the far corner to Avery Johnston. Back up top to Burkett. Swings it over. Stolen by Marissa Iverson. Here comes Marissa, coast to coast, puts up the right-handed layup, and it's good. And that'll be the end of the first half. 28-23, and I think head coach Tony Stasiak wanted a foul call, but nothing was. And that is how the first half will end. A 5-point ball game, 28-23. The North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays lead the Winamac Lady Warriors. The Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show is coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know that when agriculture thrives, we all do. It's the heart and grit of our agricultural communities that keep the crops coming in and the livestock cared for day and night. That's why we build financial solutions around the needs and schedules of our ag clients. I'm Isaac Blue, ag banker at Knox, North Judson, and Culver. If you're looking for a financial partner that has over 135 years experience in understanding and supporting agriculture, I'd like to hear from you. Let's harvest success together. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express.
Welcome to the Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Here's Mitch Columbi.
28-23 is the score as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays lead the Winamac Lady Warriors. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be there. I am accompanied by our sports analyst Terry Minnick's coach. Boy, this is an exciting first half we got to talk about here.
Yeah, they did pretty much everything that we thought they would do. I was surprised a little bit that Winamac went that 1-3-1 to begin with, and then I think when they did go to that full court press, it helped them a little bit. You know, the big thing that's is kind of odd if you look at the stat sheet is Winamac's been to the line 13 times. They made it 7 of 13, and the North Judson's only been to the line 4 times. They're 2 of 4, and they're the ones with the 5-point lead right now. Yep. So it's just the big difference. I think they're just getting a lot of run-outs, and they've obviously hit some timely threes as well. They got 4 threes in that half where Winamac only had 2 threes in that half.
You kind of see similarities in Kylie Lehigh and Maggie Smith when it comes to steals. They're everywhere for the Lady Jays and the Lady Warriors.
They are. They're like tenacious. I mean, they got a nose for the ball, and you know, if they're anywhere near you, you better have all 4 of your eyes looking at them because they'll steal it from you.
You've seen a lot of basketball. What happens in this second quarter, in your opinion, if you're either team?
In the second half, what happens in the second half?
What do you think is going to take place? I mean, you've seen this before. In your opinion, what do you think is going to happen here?
Well, I think obviously they're going to both keep pressing because it was working for both of them. You know, Winamac got a little more aggressive with their 1-3-1, and it helped them a little bit in that second quarter because Judson was standing around, but they hit a couple timely threes on a couple missed rotations that hurt them. But I think you'll see they'll stay with what they're doing right now. I mean, you know, it's a 5-point game. I mean, it's, you know, they were down 9 at one point and came back and tied the game, you know, with, you know,
right.
2 minutes to go in that first quarter. So they're not going to change exactly what they do. The thing is the Blue Jays will be able to get Kylie Lehigh back out there. She had 3 fouls, and so she had to sit a little bit in that first half, which it doesn't bode well for Winamac because, you know, they should have kind of made some hay when she was sitting on the bench.
Well, I look at my stat sheet here. Of course, it's unofficial. Both teams have 12 turnovers. If you're head coach right now at the halftime break, is 12 turnovers too many for a first half?
I think it's too many, but the big goal is 15 for a game or less. That's what you shoot for. I did in girls basketball. Is just one of them things. But anytime you got teams that are pressing, and they're getting a rivalry game, and there was a couple of them that were unforced turnovers that more times than not they're not going to do that. And then on the Winamac side, they don't have their point guard out there. She's injured. So, there's a lot of things going to play into that. But like I say, the good thing for Coach Stasiak is these other girls are getting, minutes, which is going to be valuable for them, come tournament time in the sectional here. And they're understanding what they've got to do. When you don't have somebody in the game, they can go in and put the ball in the basket. I really thought for Blue Jays, I thought Gracie Minix come in and gave them some good minutes. She had 2 baskets, 2 putbacks, really nice.
Yep.
And I thought that Ulrich did a real nice job on the for Winamac side coming in. So that's the stuff you want to see as coaches. You want to see some kids step up a little bit.
Didn't look like they were shy.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Got in there, got some shots up, had some fun, it looked like.
But it's exactly what we thought, Mitch. It's going to be an up and down game.
Yeah.
It's going to be very, very aggressive. I would have said in the beginning, I would have thought Winamac was going to be the more aggressive team out there. But in the beginning, I think North Judson was the aggressor.
Yeah.
And maybe that's how they got off to that, that big lead to start off with. So, we'll see what the second half brings, but I think it's going to be a little bit of this, what we saw that first half.
It's going to be exciting as Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning is helping continue this wonderful tradition on KVB's WKVI. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give third-generation owner Brian Hammond a call at 574-936-4660, serving the local area since 1936.
Since 1936, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning have always taken pride in doing the job right. Third-generation owner Brian Hammond and his family have always set the standard when it comes to taking care of all your heating and cooling needs. Making your home a comfortable home is the absolute top priority. If you are uncomfortable in your home, give them a call at 574-936-4660. Follow them on Facebook. Let Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning help you take control of your comfort.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere. Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox. Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989. Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina if you want to look cool like the KVB crew. We appreciate them and their support toward helping continue the tradition. Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning halftime show continues 28-23. The North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays lead the Winamac Lady Warriors.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, bringing you Indiana High School basketball on 99.3 FM. The Valley.
Back at Warrior Gymnasium, Kankakee Valley REMC, a membership cooperative, is the local electric utility serving over 18,000 homes and businesses across Lake, Porter, Stark, Pulaski, Marshall, and St. Joseph counties. Dedicated to the community through a mission of service, trust, and innovation, KVREMC is dedicated to ensuring the needs of the community are met with reliability and excellence. We appreciate them and their support toward helping continue the tradition. We go to the third quarter. Mitch Columbi along with sports analyst Terry Minix. Thank you for being here on this Thursday evening, January 18th already, Coach. My goodness, time is flying as we're back in action already. The Lady Warriors are going to inbound this to start the third quarter. It's Lily Bennett looking for Sadie Popejoy, and she gets it in. So Popejoy crosses half court, and the third quarter has begun. Popejoy crosses over Avery Johnston, back out up top. Maggie Smith swings it over to Lily Bennett. Bennett, entry pass stolen by Kaylin Tunis. Big time steal there, and here comes Tunis. Avery Johnston in the near corner, picks up her dribble, back out to Tunis. Tunis, Sadie Popejoy on her, nice move, what a spin! And head coach Whitney Combs like that one. Little spin and a platter served right on the right-handed layup by Kaylin Tunis, 30-23. And on the other end of the floor, another steal has the Lady Jays pick it up. It's Avery Johnston crossing half court, spinning around at the right elbow. Back out up top, Kaya Burkett swings it over to Reagan Hensley. She's driving baseline, picks up her dribble. Here comes the double. Back out up top to Kaya Burkett. Now over to Avery Johnston. Entry pass to Kaylin Tunis. Back out to Johnson. Johnson back out up top. This is Kaya Burkett. Burkett over to Johnston, looking inside. Sadie Popejoy on her. Here comes Johnson. Back out. Near corner, Kaylin Tunis! Woo. She's on fire from 14 feet in the corner. She gets it to go. 32-23, the Lady Jays lead here in the third. And then Reagan Hensley is going to be called for a foul. She reached in on Lily Bennett here.
That's her second.
So this is a sideline out of bounds play in front of their own bench for the Lady Warriors. Lily Bennett to take it out. She's got to get rid of it, and she does to Maggie Smith. Smith now driving in, has space, blocked from behind by Reagan Hensley, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to stay here.
Jays are staying with that man-to-man. They're trapping off of it and doing a nice job tonight with it.
Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Maggie Smith to take it out. Waiting for the play to develop. She kicks it out up top to Popejoy. Then back to Smith. Pops the three. No good. Too hard. Fight for the rebound. Sadie Popejoy is going to try to save it. The ball hits the shin of one of the players, and it goes sailing out of bounds. They say it was that last touch by the Lady Jays.
I think that was the right call. I thought it went off 15.
So it goes off the shin of Avery Johnston. It's going to keep it Lady Warrior basketball, but because it rolled out of bounds on the other end of the floor, that's where the Lady Warriors have to get it inbounds here. And
able to let the Blue Jays set up that full court press.
And then it's going to be stolen by Reagan Hensley. Here she comes, blocked by Maggie Smith. And the Lady Jays coaching staff wanted a foul called, nothing called. And Smith tracked her down, Coach.
She's everywhere.
So out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Avery Johnston kicks it out up top to Kaylin Tunis, spinning around inside, puts up the right-handed layup, no good. She's fouled.
They got no answers for her right now.
She's having her way. And one thing I find interesting on the out of bounds play, the defenders were not facing the person taking the ball out. And our coach always told us if they're not looking, throw it off their back, lay it in. First free throw from Tunis is good, making it a 10-point ball game now for the Lady Jays. They've started this third quarter the way they wanted to.
Yeah, she's got all 5 of them right now.
Second free throw is no good. It's going to be rebounded by the Lady Warriors. It's Piper Link, who then gets it to Lily Bennett, and then over to Maggie Smith across half court. Maggie driving in, picks up her dribble, back out to Lily Bennett. Bennett back out to Piper Link, driving
nice
in,
pass.
Dump off to Marissa
Ooh,
Iverson.
double.
Yep. Unfortunate there. Another turnover for the Lady Warriors here.
That was a nice pass, nice entry pass. Just got a little out of the way there.
So Johnston's going to bring it across half court. She then gets it over to Kaya Burkett. Burkett, oh man, she overthrew Reagan Hensley, and it goes out of bounds. And you see Anna Garbison come up to Kaya Burkett and say, shake it off, don't worry about it, we're moving forward. So Lady Warrior basketball, Corin Ulrich to take it out. She kicks it back court to Sadie Popejoy, who then brings it across half court. Popejoy, she's got the ball, crosses over, she goes left. Garbison on her, back out to Corin Ulrich. Ulrich back out up top, Maggie Smith. Smith crosses over Reagan Hensley, then gets it back over to Piper Link, back out to Maggie Smith, who then is blocked by Reagan Hensley, but they're going to call a foul. So it puts Maggie at the line to shoot 2. It was a close one there.
A lot of ball. That's on Hensley. That's Hirth. Leave that to Hensley? Or?
Yeah, Reagan Hensley, yep.
Yeah, that's her third.
So at the line, Maggie Smith. First free throw is no good. Kaya Burkett is going to check out. That's what the holdup was.
They had 6 on the floor.
And it looks like McKinley Dushak is going to check in here. So at the line.
So did Minnick. Dushak and Minnick.
Yeah, Dushak and Gracie Minnick. Second free throw is no good. Fight for the rebound. And then a travel will be called on the Lady Warriors. Full court pressure from the Lady Warriors here. Lady Jays to take it out. They get it into Anna Garbison. Garbison now. She's bringing it forward, crosses half court. Picks up her dribble, gets it over to McKinley Dushak.
Warriors went to man-to-man now.
Back to Kaylin Tunis. Yes, they are. A different look here defensively. The Lady Jays are resetting with Kaylin Tunis up top. She brings it back out. Now over on the far corner. It was McKinley Dushak back out up top to Kaylin Tunis. Being patient are the Lady Jays. It's Avery Johnston back to the near corner. Anna Garbison looking in to Gracie Minnick. Turnaround shot from the post. Overshot it. Rebounded by Kaylin Tunis on the inside.
Bounced it on the line.
But she stepped or bounced right on the out-of-bounds line. She got in there and got the rebound, but unfortunately a turnover there. Lady Warriors bringing it forward. It's Sadie Popejoy back to Maggie Smith, who then gets it to Piper Link. Back over to Smith. Now near corner. Corin Ulrich thought about a 3, but no. Back up top, Smith. Entry pass to Piper Link. Turnaround shot from the post is no good. Rebounded by McKinley Dushak. And then a whistle. It's a jump ball called. It's going to be Lady J basketball. So full court pressure from the Lady Warriors. It's still a 10-point ball game, 33-23. And these seats don't get any softer, Coach. Johnston brings it across half court, up to Anna Garbison. Garbison driving in.
Bailed her out.
And a foul's called. The Lady Jays now getting to the line in this half.
It's going to be on Maggie. That's her second.
First free throw from Garbison is good, making it 34-23. As tonight's game is brought to you in part by Todd and Josh Lawrence of Lawrence Farms. We thank Todd and Josh Lawrence for supporting local high school sports. Second free throw from Garbison is good, making it 35-23. It's Maggie Smith across the timeline. She gets it to Corinne Ulrich in the near corner. Back out up top, it's Maggie Smith. Smith over to Sadie Popejoy. Popejoy driving in, picks up her dribble at the left elbow. Back out up top, Maggie Smith for three. No good. Fight for the rebound on the inside. It's Marissa Iverson coming up with it. It's Maggie Smith now. Dump off the Piper Link. Puts up a right-handed layup, and she gets it to go. 35-25, 10-point ball game. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. 3:40 to go here in the third. It's Avery Johnson with the ball. Doubled, stolen by Corinne Ulrich. The Lady Warriors making a run here. Up to Maggie Smith. Puts up the layup. No good, but she's fouled. She's going to go to the line here.
Maggie Smith goes back to the line for 2.
Foul's going to be on Tunis. That's her second. Maggie will shoot 2.
Warriors need these free throws to go through. Very important here in the second half. First one's up away from Smith, the swish. As today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Culver's Portside Marina, they can make sure your boat is ready for the winter. If you need help storing or winterizing your watercraft, contact Culver's Portside Marina at 574-842-5000. Second free throw from Maggie Smith is good. 35-27, 8-point ball game here, 3:30 to go in the third. Kaylin Tunis tripled, finds it to the hands of Anna Garbison, and then Garbison tried to get a pass to Gracie Minix, and it goes sailing out of bounds. And now we're going to see Kylie Lehigh check in for McKinley Dushak off the turnover. So now, off the turnover, the Lady Warriors bring it across half court and find Sadie Popejoy. Popejoy driving in, back out to Corinne Ulrich. Ulrich now over to Marissa Iverson, who then finds Maggie Smith driving inside, puts up the right-handed layup, couldn't get it to go, and rebounded by Gracie Minix. Up to Kylie Lehigh. Lehigh now with the ball. We haven't seen her in a moment or two. She has 3 fouls. Near corner, Garbison, 3 on the way. No good. Fight for the rebound on the inside. Last touch by Sadie Popejoy. And Kylie Lehigh tried to get position on the inside. May have got away with a push there in the back.
Yeah. I think I'll be trying to get the ball to Tunis on this possession.
And Tunis has got the hot hand here tonight. She had it last Saturday. She's got it again. It's Johnston driving in, back out to Tunis. There she is, near corner. Splash! Big time 3. Kaylin Tunis is having a night.
Like I was coaching.
Yeah, right? You ever done that before?
No, you see that? Get it to Tunis.
You know basketball?
I read a book.
Yeah, right. I read a book. Back out up top, it's Corinne Ulrich off the big-time 3 from the Lady Jays. Nice little jab step by Maggie Smith. Haven't seen one like that in a while. Here comes Maggie, driving baseline, back out up top to Corinne Ulrich. Deep 3 on the way. No good, too hard. And a fight for the rebound. There's ladies on the floor, and they're going to call a jump ball. It'll stay here, Winamac Lady Warrior basketball.
Tunis even gets up smiling, laughing, diving on the floor, doing a little bit of everything.
She's having fun.
Yeah, having fun. It's always fun when you're playing well.
Oh, big time 3 on the way from Maggie Smith. The answer. Huge shot. 38-30. And Maggie Smith finally gets a 3 to go.
Ooh,
and then Avery Johnston gets it to Kaylin Tunis, who then pops another 3. No good. And rebounded by Maggie Smith. Here comes Maggie. She's loose. She splits the defenders. Oh, my goodness. All the way. Left-handed layup. Maggie Smith.
They got to call a timeout. Yep, there we go.
They brought it within 6. And the Lady Jays are going to call a timeout, stopping the clock at 1:35 to go here in the third. Boy.
How quick things
can change. As Collins Insurance is part of the broadcast, taking care of all your insurance needs. Jim Collins told me to tell you, call him anytime at 574-772-6844. That's Collins Insurance, supporting local high school sports. Also, tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Nepco Crane and Equipment Services, specializing in mobile crane service. Call Joe Snep at 1-800-590-2272 for all your residential, commercial, and agricultural crane needs. If you're Winamac here, Coach, you don't want to let the Lady Jays pull back away like they have tonight. What is your message in this timeout break?
Well, I think you're going to keep doing what they're doing. They're pressuring. They've done a better job in that man-to-man. They've done pretty well. They lost Tunis on the 2 times ago, but beyond that, they've done a pretty good job in that man-to-man. But now they're back to 1-3-1.
Right. Well, we'll see what they do here as they try to get it into Kyla Lehigh. It's going to be coming up stolen by Maggie Smith. Who else? And now Smith is triple team, pushes it forward to Colrin Ulrich. Ulrich now pushes it forward to Piper Link. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Now 2-on-2. And then a foul is called
against Winamac. I think it's on Piper.
Against Piper. No.
No, they're giving that to Marissa.
Marissa Iverson got too aggressive on the inside.
It's only her first foul.
And Coach Stasiak doesn't agree with it at all. So now Avery Johnson brings it across half court for the Lady Jays. Last minute of the third. Ooh, almost lost it. Back out up top. Reagan Hensley fakes the three, driving around.
There
back out to the far corner. Kaylin Tunis pops the three.
Ooh.
No good. Rebounded Anna Garbison on the inside. And then a jump ball will be called. It'll stay here. Lady J basketball. Checking in for the Lady Warriors is Kaylin O'Connor, and checking out will be Piper Link, the senior. O'Connor, a junior. See how they're not facing?
Yeah. All four of them.
All four of them. It's not safe. Back out up top, big time three. Kaylin Tunis, baby! Splash, big time three. 41-32. They can't put Tunis's fire out yet, Coach.
No.
As here on the other end of the floor, it's Corinne Ulrich back to Sadie Popejoy, driving in. Dump off to Marissa Iverson, back out up top to Maggie Smith. Driving in, picks up her dribble, back out to Ulrich, pops the three. No good. And rebounded by Marissa Iverson. A second chance opportunity. She gets it to Kaylin O'Connor and then swings it over to Maggie Smith. Last 20 seconds here of the third quarter. I assume they'll hold for one shot. It's Smith going inside. Almost loses it. Picks up her dribble. Back out to Ulrich. Another three. No good.
Oh, it's going to be against. Oh, nope. It's going to be against Blue Jays.
We'll see who it's on. 24. Reagan Hensley. So that's her fourth. So she'll have to check out. McKinley Dushak will check in. Big time shots from Kaylin Tunis. This third quarter belonged to her.
Oh, they're found. That's the only thing bad about that 1-3-1. If you got somebody stand out there and bang them threes like she's able to do, you might want to find her. Yep.
Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Maggie Smith gets it to Colrin Ulrich. Pops it from the free throw line.
Foul on Tunis.
And she's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Love the communication skills. You saw Maggie Smith when she's taking it out. She looked at Colrin Ulrich in the eyes and she
tipped her head a little bit.
She said, "Go this way," and Colrin went that way. She got the pass to Colrin, and now she's at the line to shoot two. First one's up and no good. As we thank the Stark County Co-op, your local agricultural cooperative that offers an array of service and support, including grain, agronomy, seed, fuel, and LP Petroleum. Call 574-867-2411 to contact the Stark County Co-op. Second free throw is no good from Ulrich, and then coming up with the rebound is Maggie Smith. Miss energy. She gets tripped and fouled, and now she's going to go to the line because the Lady Jays have 5 fouls in this quarter.
Right, and that was on Anna Garbison. That was her second.
Maggie Smith hustling all season long. Of course, she did so well in cross country in the fall. Of course, was one of our Tyler Roth WKVI Athletes of the Week. She misses the first of two. As today's broadcast is brought to you in part by 5 Star, we thank them for supporting local high school sports and remind you to shop local. That's 5 Star in the Knox Mall. Second free throw from Maggie Smith. It's up, away, and it is good. 41-33 the score. The Lady Jays lead. Last 8 seconds here, the third. They push it forward to Kaylin Tunis.
Yes,
and then a blocking foul is going to be called on Corinne Ulrich.
It's actually a good foul. It's only their 4th foul, and and as hot as Tunis is, she's going to get by you. She's probably going to get a shot off, and now they can't foul.
Sideline out of bounds play right in front of the Lady Jays bench. Anna Garbison takes it out to Kylie Lehigh. Back to Garbison, almost stolen by Marissa Iverson. It goes out of bounds, stopping the clock at 2.3 seconds here in the third. One final shot here for the Lady Jays. Let's see what they draw up here. It's Anna Garbison to Kaylin Tunis. Tried to shoot a deep three. It's no good. It was blocked, and that will be the end of the third. 41-33 is the score as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays lead the Winamac Lady Warriors. We're going to take a break and come back for fourth quarter action. It's coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know that when agriculture thrives, we all do. It's the heart and grit of our agricultural communities that keep the crops coming in and the livestock cared for day and night. That's why we build financial solutions around the needs and schedules of our ag clients. I'm Isaac Blue, ag banker at Knox, North Judson, and Culver. If you're looking for a financial partner that has over 135 years experience in understanding and supporting agriculture, I'd like to hear from you. Let's harvest success together. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
Back at Warrior Gymnasium, Mitch Columbia along with Terry Minix. We go to the fourth quarter. 41-33, the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays lead the Winamac Lady Warriors. As we're back in action, it's Sadie Popejoy getting it over to Corinne Ulrich. Back out up top to Maggie Smith, who then swings it back over to Corinne Ulrich. Kaylin Tunis on her, man-to-man from the Lady Jays. It's the fourth quarter. We're so glad you've joined us. Maggie Smith up at the top of the key at the volleyball line. Crossing over, Avery Johnson on her. Entry pass to Marissa Iverson at the left block. Turnaround shot for the post is no good. She's fouled on the floor, though.
Yeah, he's calling it on the floor.
Big time shout out to Chris McGowan for tuning in tonight. Hope you're doing well, Chris. Big time game tomorrow for the Lady Tigers. We wish you good luck. Also, score update from West Central at the end of the third. Faith Christian leads the West Central Lady Trojans 52-50.
Wow,
back in our game. No, go ahead.
What's that? It's a good game.
Yeah,
there.
it is. Back in our game, though, it's Sadie Popejoy on the out-of-bounds play, almost throwing it away, but Corinne Ulrich tracks it down. Back up top to Maggie Smith. 41-33, the Lady Jays lead the Lady Warriors. It's a rivalry matchup. Inside, Marissa Iverson, left block. She gets the post move to go. 41-35. No full court pressure from the Winamac Lady Warriors here.
2-3 trap.
Yes, sir. Avery Johnson now swings it over to Kaylin Tunis. Far side of the floor. Entry pass to Kylie Lehigh. She goes straight to the hole. No good, but she's fouled, and she's going to go to the line.
Shooting foul call on Winamac.
So in Kaylin O'Connor, that's her second.
So Lehigh's at the line, the first of two, in and out, no good. As we remind you to stop by Papa Farm Pizza after the game for fresh ingredients that separates their pizza from any others. That's Papa Farm Pizza, downtown Knox. Call them at 574-772-5888 to place your order now. Second free throw is no good from Kylie Lehigh. Rebounded on the inside by the Lady Warriors, almost stolen back by Lehigh. Now they're having trouble getting it forward to Sadie Popejoy, and a foul is called on number 30, McKinley Dushak here.
That's her fourth.
Maggie Smith brings it across half court. Gets it over to Kaylin O'Connor and then swings it over to Corinne Ulrich. Now over to Sadie Popejoy. Swing. Wow. Skip pass back up top to Maggie Smith. Then to Kaylin O'Connor. Entry pass is stolen by McKinley Dushak. The Lady Jays have possession. It's Kylie Lehigh up to Kaylin Tunis. Driving inside. She gets a right-handed layup up, but no good. She's going to go to the line.
So Iverson, that's her second. Tunis, the only thing she struggled a little bit from the line tonight. She's 1 for 4.
She gets the first one to rattle around and go through, making it 42-35. With the way this game's gone and the runs that we've seen, this game is not out of reach.
It's far from over.
Second free throw from Tunis, no good, too hard, off back iron. Rebounded by Sadie Popejoy for the Winamac Lady Warriors. Popejoy crosses half court. She gets it to Maggie Smith. Entry pass to Piper Link. Turnaround shot from the post is no good, but she is able to get fouled or draw a foul and go to the line to shoot 2.
It's on Gracie Minix. That's her first. We're going to be shooting some free throws in this quarter. It's 3 fouls.
Already.
Yep.
Jays have 3 in this quarter. The Winamac Lady Warriors have 2. First free throw from Link is good, making it 42-36. These are the most important free throws. You've got to have these.
There's Piper 6 for 6 from the line tonight.
Timeout called by Winamac.
So a timeout from Winamac here. They want to have a 30-second timeout to talk things over. 42-37. If you're a Winamac coach, what are you talking about?
Well, just, play our game right now. Thing is, we're only 5 points down. You got 6 minutes to go here in the game. Just do what you've done the last couple times down the floor. The biggest thing is you can't give them second opportunities. If they can keep them off the glass, push the ball up the floor. One thing I would like to see them do, I saw them do actually I heard Coach Stasiak say 1-4 low. I'd like to see him do that again with Smith, because right now I'm not sure if Johnson can guard her. And I think
so you're hearing you heard him call something on offense.
On offense, he was calling a 1-4 low.
And you just know that's what he's meaning when
that's
he's talking
what
about
he just spread her out and he was isolating her. And I think that's a good situation for them. I mean, big thing right now is they've got to get a stop. They get a stop here. If they push it up the floor, they can get a run out. Good. If they can't, I would do an ISO with Smith.
So out of the timeout, Avery Johnston will bring it across half court. Kaylin Tunis swings it over to Johnson. Back up top, Kaya Burkett pops the 3. No good. And rebounded by Marissa Iverson. Kylie Lehigh almost had it, but no. She gets it to Maggie Smith, and they cross half court. Up to Corinne Ulrich. Back to Smith. Pops the 3. No good. Too hard. Rebounded by Gracie Minix on the inside in a fight. Now a jump ball. My goodness. So getting in there was Piper Link and Maggie Smith to draw the jump ball. It keeps it Lady J basketball here, 42-37 with 5:30 to go in the ball game. Mitch Columbi with Terry Minix. Thank you for being here on this Thursday night. As on the other end of the floor, it's Gracie Minix shooting it from 15 in the far corner. It's no good. And then rebounded by Sadie Popejoy, a whistle. Foul on Kaylin Tunis.
That's her 4th.
So off the foul, no pressure from the Lady Jays. Maggie Smith brings it forward.
They're back to a 2-3 zone.
Yes, the Jays are. Iverson back out up top. Now Popejoy in the near corner for 3. No good. Gets her own rebound. Going inside. Quadruple team. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Iverson. Her putback's no good. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Jays. Anna Garbison's going to check in. Kaylin Tunis will check out here. Don't want to get her into foul trouble here. Maggie Smith out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Gets it out, back to her. Near corner 3 on the way, no good, and rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. She's triple teamed. somehow gets out of it. My goodness. Up to Gracie Minix. And then they tried to dump off to Avery Johnson. It's going to be stolen by Marissa Iverson.
Winamac has entered the bonus. Marissa Iverson will shoot 2 at the line.
So there is a foul.
Yeah, they've entered the bonus. That's fifth
so this
foul.
is so I was a little lost there. So this puts Marissa Iverson at the line. The foul was on Johnston, her first.
Yeah.
And the first free throw from Iverson is no good. Man, she needed that one. Second free throw from Iverson. No good either. Rebounded by Anna Garbison. She brings it across half court. Marissa Iverson on her. She's going to bring it back out up top and get it over to Kaya Burkett. Then swings it over to Avery Johnston. Skip pass over to Garbison. Garbison looking inside at Kylie Lehigh. Nothing there. It's interesting they put Kylie Lehigh on the inside here, Coach. Back to Garbison. Trying to create space. Goes inside and gets a left-handed floater to go off the glass.
You don't need space when you can do that.
Yes, sir. 44-37. What a play. And then on the other end of the floor, Piper Link skip past to Sadie Pope-Joy. And it goes out of bounds.
Maggie Smith was setting a back screen so they could have an easy open jump shot there. And I don't think
Pope-Joy knew it was coming.
Pope-Joy knew it was coming.
So now the Lady Jays have it. It's Anna Garbison back out up top to Kaya Birkin, and it's going to be over and back. Another turnover. Unofficially, the Lady Jays I have down for 20 turnovers, and the Lady Warriors 19. Of course, this is unofficially, but they're right there neck and neck with each other. As Maggie Smith has the ball to Sadie Pope-Joy. Picks up her dribble, back out up top to Corinne Ulrich. Now swings it over to Maggie Smith, stolen by Kylie Lehigh. Here comes Kylie, pushing it forward to Avery Johnston and overthrown. Another turnover for the Lady Jays. And then a timeout by head coach Tony Stasiak. I agree. You kind of want to corral things. Both teams are kind of going through something right now.
Yeah, they're, it's getting close. 3:41. Things get a little tighter, and you're saying, I got to do this. I think the Jays, if Winamac stays in that 1-3-1, just be patient. Be patient. Do what I say, 2-guard front. They were using Lehigh in the middle. Put Lehigh in the middle and have your 2 at the bottom, and just be patient.
Yeah.
Why do you have to try to pound the ball? You don't have to pound it inside. If they're not going to come out on you, let that clock run. Right now, that clock's your friend.
Yeah. Well, and then having Lehigh on the inside, she's good at getting rebounds and stealing. That's probably why they put her there.
Well, she's so athletic.
Yeah, exactly. So out of the timeout, the Warriors have possession. They get it into Maggie Smith. Over to Corinne Ulrich. Big 3 on the way. No good. Rebounded on the inside by Piper Link. And she's going to she's going to draw a foul on Gracie Minix. So she's going to go to the line to shoot 2 here. Very important. First free throw is good from Link.
Brought Tunis back in the game.
Yep, Kaylin Tunis just checked back in a moment ago. Second free throw from Link is good.
You want to get her to the line.
the ball, yeah.
I mean, she's 8 for 8 tonight from the line. She needs to be attacking the basket.
On the other end of the floor, the Lady Jays have it. They tried to get it inside to Kylie Lehigh. She's a little frustrated right now. Reach-in foul called
on Piper Link.
On Piper Link here.
It's her second.
They get it into Gracie Minix, who shoots a bunny shot on the inside. It's no good. Rebounded by Sadie Popejoy. Popejoy now splits the defenders, crosses half court, brings it back out up top. Nope, picks up her dribble. Entry to Piper Link. Now dump off to Marissa Iverson. No good on the first attempt, and the second one's good. She gets fouled. Got lucky there. She now has an opportunity for a three-point play. Brings it 44-41, a three-point ball game with 3 minutes to go here in the fourth. The Lady Warriors aren't going to sleep yet. Iverson had trouble at the line tonight. This is a time to show up. Nope, couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. She's going to bring it across half court with a three-point lead. Gets it over to Kaylin Tunis, then swings it over to the far corner. Gracie Minix back out up top.
Stay up top.
Tunis over to Johnson. Back to Tunis, pops the three.
You don't understand.
No good, rebounded by Sadie Popejoy. Popejoy in trouble, gets it to Maggie Smith, splits the defenders. Here comes Maggie, up to Piper Link, puts up a right-handed layup, no good, rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. My goodness. And there you see head coach Whitney Combs telling Kylie Lehigh, slow it down.
Just stay back here, let them get that two-guard front and pass it back and forth between your two guards.
Right up top. There's no pressure, and I think they're figuring it out here now. Johnson just brings it out, and now the Winamac. Yep, there they get it into Gracie Minix. Back up to Johnson, then swings it over to Reagan. Hensley now the far corner. Tunis driving baseline, puts up a layup, no good, but she's fouled by Piper Link. That's exactly what you were saying. Well, you were coaching him through that there.
Well, if your ball's going to that short corner, you got to have somebody dive, and they're going to get easy layups.
First free throw from Tunis is good. We have a score update. The South Central Satellites boys basketball team was in PCC Round 1 action against Morgan Township. Tough loss for them tonight as they fall to the Cherokee 57-36. Shout out to Superintendent Ben Anderson for sharing with me that information. Is off the second free throw. It's good from Kaylin Tunis, making it 46-41. A 5-point ball game now here. She made both of them. Oh my goodness, driving in is Maggie Smith, and she's going to draw a foul on Gracie Minix as she goes to the line.
Maggie Smith will take 2 shots here.
She's 4 for 8 from the line tonight.
First free throw from Maggie Smith. Is no good. The clock is stopped at 1:52 to go here in the ball game. Second free throw from Smith. On the way, and it is good. 46-42 here, 4-point ball game, under 2 minutes to go. Full court pressure from the Winamac Lady Warriors. Smith almost came up with a steal. They push it forward to Kylie Lehigh. Missed the left-handed layup, gets her own rebound. Putback's no good, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line.
Popejoy, that's her second.
Katie Lehigh to the line to shoot 2.
First free throw from Lehigh is a swish. Second free throw from Lehigh is good as well. So the officials checking with the scores table for some information. As now we're ready for action. Piper Link gets it into Sadie Popejoy. Full court pressure from the Lady Jays. It's a 6-point ball game. They lead. Maggie Smith brings it across half court. Gets it to the near corner. Now back out. Sadie Popejoy over to Piper Link. Timeout head coach Tony Stasiak. He wants to have a chance to talk things over.
still like to see a little bit of isolation with Maggie. I think she's quick enough that she can make good decisions. If she does get to the basket and if she does get double teamed, she could dump off to somebody down low.
Yeah, last minute 30 here. Very important. Both teams have 5 fouls. I assume you want to get to the line if you're Winamac to stop the clock.
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, you don't need a 3 right now, just baskets and stops. That's the big thing, baskets and stop. And the thing is they've got to know who they have to foul on the other end, the Blue Jays. And as far as tonight, probably, Tunis she's 4 for 8 from the line, and Lehigh's 2 for 4. So the only one you probably don't want to foul is Anna Garbison, who's 4 for 4 tonight.
So many variables, especially in a late game situation like this.
Well, I think the other thing is I think you want to, that's the ones that have shot free throws tonight. I mean, I would be probably looking at Johnson. If I was going to tell somebody to foul, I'd say, Johnson, to put her at the line. I don't even know what her free throw percentage is on the year, but she hasn't been there yet tonight. Winamac needs a basket here, though.
Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Maggie Smith to take it out. She gets it in to Marissa Iverson. It's stolen by Kylie Lehigh. And then a jump ball called. My goodness. Head coach Whitney Combs wanted a timeout. They didn't hear. It's going to be a jump ball, and it'll stay here. Winamac Lady Warrior basketball. My goodness. Back out, up top, Sadie Popejoy for 3, no good. Long rebound is picked up by Anna Garbison. Garbison back to Reagan Hensley. Hensley over to Avery Johnston, then to Kylie Lehigh, far corner, driving baseline, and a foul is called on Sadie Popejoy, I believe. She came over to Kylie to let her know, I fouled you just to stop the clock. It means nothing serious behind it.
That's her third.
So this puts Kylie Lehigh at the line.
She's 2 for 4.
Missed the first of 2. 1:09 to go. 48-42. The Lady Jays lead the Lady Warriors. Lehigh's second is on the way, and it's good. 49-42. Last minute here. Maggie Smith to cross the timeline. Far corner, back out up top, Popejoy. Crosses left, back out, Smith. Goes right. Dump off to Iverson. No good. Gets her own rebound, and a putback's no good, but she's fouled, stopping the clock at 53.1 seconds. She'll go to the line here. She's had some trouble at the line, Coach.
Iverson will shoot 2 at the line.
Fouls on Lehigh. That's her 4th.
Oof. And you can kind of see Marissa taking a deep breath there. Both hands were on her face.
She's 1 for 6.
Yeah,
tonight.
she knows she needs these to go through. Very important here. First one from Iverson. No good. And she's disappointed. She looks over to the bench. You just got to kind of shake those off.
Yeah.
In the moment. And let mom yell at you later. Second free throw from Iverson. No good either, and rebounded by Reagan Hensley on the inside. Hensley, she's going to have to bring it up herself. Foul by Corinne Ulrich. And that's going to put Reagan Hensley at the line to shoot 2. Stops the clock at 47.9 seconds, 49-42. Pretty good ball game tonight, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
Hensley's first is no good. Second from Hensley is good. 50-42. Lady Warriors get it in. It's Maggie Smith crossing the timeline. Avery Johnson on her. She goes right, gets it over to Corinne Ulrich, far corner. Now back up top, Piper Link driving in, puts up the left-handed layup, and she gets it to go. Timeout, head coach Tony Stasiak, a full one at that. 33.9 seconds in the fourth, 50-44. 6 points. I mean, it's very doable.
Oh, for sure. They just, I'm sure he's telling them, hey, we're going for the steal. I'm sure he's matching up probably man-to-man, going for the steal. And if you don't get the steal, he's telling them which one he needs to foul. Obviously, he's looking at them, probably don't foul Garbison. But for the most part, let's go. You can't let much time run off this clock. That's the main thing. And he is out of timeouts as well.
You got any 6 points in 30-second stories?
Got beaten a semi-state in a minute, up 8. So.
Well, I didn't mean to bring that one up.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd bring one up where you won.
Well.
That's just the one that came to mind first.
Yeah, the one that really hurt.
That'd have been, what would it? That'd have been number 3?
Yeah. That was.
Well, at least you still got the 2.
Yeah, not bitter about that one, though, right?
Right, yeah.
The one that got away, like a fishing story, right?
Yeah, they always ask Tom Brady, he's mad he let the Giants get those 2 on him. Out of bounds play, full court pressure from the Warriors. They get it into Kaylin Tunis. No foul called. Pushes it forward to Anna Garbison. Tony Stasiak wanted it, nothing called. And then Anna Garbison lays in the right-handed layup easily. 52-44 now. Smith up to Ulrich, top of the key, 3 on the way. No good, and rebounded by Kylie Lehigh. And then a foul on Piper Link. And Coach Stasiak is letting the official have it. And I don't blame him. There were serious fouls on Kaylin Tunis right in front of the Lady Warrior bench. They didn't call, and Stasiak wanted it. The entire gymnasium assumed they were going to get it, but they didn't call it. And now on the other end of the floor, Kylie Lehigh is shooting free throws with 11.2 seconds to go. She makes the first of 2, making it 53-44. What was a 6-point ball game is now 9 points, and an opportunity to make it a 10-point ball game is Kylie Lehigh at the line. She does. 54-44, last 10 seconds here. Smith, top of the key at the volleyball line. Goes right. Far corner, Corinne Ulrich back to Smith. 3 on the way. No good. And it's rebounded by Kaylin Tunis, as that will be the end of the ball game. 54-44. And Stasiak is letting one of the officials know how he feels about it. The official is a veteran when it comes to ignoring coaches, Coach, because he didn't look at Stasiak one bit. He didn't even bat an eye.
Going in the shower.
Going in the shower and heading home. It's a weeknight, baby.
Snow's coming.
Snow's coming. 50, and it was snow coming here tonight in Winamac, as the final is 54-44. The Lady Jays beat the Winamac Lady Warriors. We're going to take a break and come back for the Collins Insurance postgame show. We're going to talk over this game as well as other area team games tonight that happened, so sit tight. We've got more coming your way. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
54-44 is the final as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays beat the Winamac Lady Warriors. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI will always be there. I'm accompanied by two-time Indiana High School basketball state champion head coach Terry Minix. Boy, we saw a heck of a ball game tonight.
Yeah, we knew we would. I mean, it's a you talked about the rivalry, and a conference game, and two pretty balanced team as far as their style and what they were trying to do. They both were pressing at different times. They hit some threes at different times. Obviously, the Jays hit a few more threes than Winamac, but pretty even team.
And, Coach, I'm not going to lie. We saw Knox Lady Redskins. Now we're seeing Knox Redskins boys basketball players. Knox came out tonight to check both of these teams out. We're also going to have a chance to talk with head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, Whitney Combs. We talked in the pregame. You guys were due, and you made it happen tonight. Very aggressive on the ball court. What did you see from the Lady Jays that you really enjoyed watching?
We were attacking the rim better, I think, in our shot selection. It's getting there. It's getting better than it was at the beginning of the season. We still got to hone down on, time and situation. If we're up by 7, work the ball a couple times before we take a shot. That's stuff that we'll continue to work on. But I'm really proud of their effort. We survived their runs.
Yeah.
They made a couple really big runs at us. And I think Kaylin Tunis really just came to play tonight, right? She was shooting them up and driving in.
That's what I was going to say. The third quarter was kind of Kaylin Tunis. That was the difference in the game. I mean, she kind of took it over for you.
I mean, it's hard when Kylie, the top of our press, was out with foul trouble on the bench. But we battled through. Our rebounding, little sketch tonight, but
you struggled at times with that 1-3-1 that they had. They were getting steals.
Mm-hmm.
You were matching up with that. I like to put a 2-guard front against, to match off of them. And, they were getting some steals, but then they went to the man-to-man, and I think you exposed them a little bit when you did that.
Yeah, when they do man-to-man, we try to, settle down, clear out, and handle the ball one-on-one.
We've talked about Kylie Lehigh a lot this season. We kind of talked about Kaylin Tunis last Saturday and that tough loss to North Miami. She carried whatever she had this past Saturday into tonight. She must have the mojo right now.
Yeah, she does. Hopefully she keeps with it. But yeah, we just need that killer instinct. We get them by 11 points, and then we just let them crawl back until it's a ball game again.
Yeah.
We're finding that. I hope. Saw a lot of good things tonight from the team.
Also think you're getting solid minutes from Gracie Minix as well as McKinley Dushak and also Kaya Burkett. I think those three players are really playing well for you.
Yeah, everyone that gets in, they come in and they give us big minutes. Not everything shows up on the stat sheet, but everyone that gets in, they do big things for us.
It was a good team win.
Yep.
Yeah.
A good team win. Yep.
Well, you got your rivalry win tonight, but now Saturday we await. You're going to be taking on another team in Stark County.
Yep.
We won't name for your sake.
Yeah.
But the Knox Lady Redskins, they're coming in. You'll be going to Harold Weinberg Gymnasium this Saturday.
Yep.
It's the historic rivalry. Not much to say when it comes to this. What do you hope at? You took care of business in the first game, but this one now, if I've been told correct, this is what counts towards the conference.
Yep, this is the conference one since the boys didn't play that first one with us. But, it's going to be a dogfight no matter what, It's going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a mental game. And,
they were here watching.
Whoever comes
out.
They
were here. They were here.
That
here. Was interesting.
I saw them.
Even the boys' team came.
Yep.
They're watching.
Yep.
Hey, he coined the term last year. I always say in 49 other states it's just basketball, but this is Indiana. He said in 91 other counties it's just a game, but in Stark County it's a war.
Yep, you're right.
So we're setting the table for Saturday night, Coach. We're excited to see you. Good job tonight, and we'll see you Saturday.
Thank you.
All right, that is head coach of the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, Whitney Combs, here in the Collins Insurance postgame show. They got the win they needed, Coach, and that's exactly what they needed to have happen. We also see head coach Tony Stasiak working his way over here to talk to us.
Like I say, that was a really good team win for them. I really thought they, when one struggled or Tunis, she didn't, the first half wasn't really her half. Other people stepped up. I would say Gracie Minnings came in and really gave them, a spark, and also Burkett come in and hit 2 threes for them. So, it was a good team effort for them.
Boy, Coach, I was right there with you. Several times we saw some things just not go the way we thought the Warriors was going to go there, calls, but it's out of your control. I thought your girls played really well tonight, dealing with what they had to deal with Croft going down and injured. The full court pressure was there from the Lady Jays. You guys were mixing things up on the defensive end. You guys had a lot of runs tonight, and so did the Lady Jays. It really could have gone either way tonight. Tell us how you're feeling right now.
Well, I'm proud of them. I mean, we're shorthanded. Tell the Kansas City Chiefs they're going to play without Patrick Mahomes tonight, or this weekend. She means that to us. Regardless how many points she scores, she's our quarterback. Everything works better when she's on the floor. Offensively, defensively, she's good rebounding. We got in some rebounding problems. That's her spot in the zone. She doesn't miss those early on. But having said that, everybody else got put in some tough spots tonight. That was hard tonight, but I think will pay off down the road. We learned from it, some major minutes. She plays 30 minutes a game, so we had to sprinkle that out. Corinne Ulrich, Barty Goodman got some major minutes that I think will pay off here down the stretch and in the sectional, because now they've been in a tight game. They've had to play extended minutes. They've had to take tough shots. Everything was there. 2 big things that killed us, layups and free throws. I don't know what we were from the free throw line, but it wasn't good.
It was first half. You were 7 for 13. I didn't do the second half, but it was worse the second half.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and layups too. And I'm not an excuse guy, but you can't hide the rust. We practiced Friday. We didn't step on a gym till last night. What goes if you don't have your rhythm? Your touch. The threes didn't fall. Smith and Popejoy extended minutes. We couldn't really get after them like we wanted to because the bench was short without Croft. They're playing major minutes. I thought their good 3 looks late fell short. They're flat. Why are you flat? Because you're not in a rhythm. You're playing extended minutes. You're tired. So we had to mix and match our defenses, and that was good. But credit to Judson. They made just enough plays at the end. But I feel really good about us. Shorthanded to be right there. A couple plays here or there. Like I told them, it sucks tonight. You hate to lose your rival. But if you handle it the right way, maybe we're better for it in the long run.
Was that the reason you didn't start off pressing? Is because just shorthanded and a little bit of rust and everything?
Yeah, our legs ran out quick. And knowing I needed to play Maggie for 32, and Sadie came out briefly just for quick instructions.
Barely.
And I had to play Link and Iverson. That group of 4 was going to have to play major minutes. So really what we wanted to do was kind of rope-a-dope it, play half court in the first half, stay out of foul trouble, which we did, and then try to open it up in the third quarter. But we had a few turnovers, and we just couldn't capitalize it. We'd spring our 2-2-1 half-court trap on them, get a turnover, couldn't convert. Or miss free throws, or they would feel like they threw in some shots that weren't on the scouting report a little bit.
Yeah.
Girls knocking 15% from the 3-point line, hits a 3. But rivalry games do that. That's what our kids got to understand.
You kind of said that, and you said that in the pregame.
Right.
That's exactly what you said.
Right. Corinne Ulrich hits a 3. They probably didn't think about her.
Right.
So
and she gave you some really good minutes. Didn't really fill up the score sheet, but what she was doing out there defensively and on the board, I thought she did a nice job for you.
Yeah. And, she started against Triton. We were, working on some injury illness then, too, last week. And she got the varsity start against Triton, and that was big, too. So she's given us a nice weapon there. And Goodman's been sick. She's just kind of coming back, so she's not really there yet. But she's coming on, so that just gives us more depth. And I thought KK O'Connor gave us great mix with Link and Iverson to be able to rotate that a little bit. So we fought.
What did you say? Is that her nickname?
KK, yeah.
KK?
That's what she's Kaylin. But
very cool.
KK.
Okay, KK.
Which is crazy because you think when I got here, I'm like, why isn't Candace Croft KK? Right?
Yeah, KK,
like,
right.
No, KK. Well, I'm not going to call you KK and you KK. So that's all right.
Well, Coach,
we're good.
It's our favorite time of the year now.
Oh, yeah.
Sectionals is around the corner. This is fun. This is the best time of the year. I kind of got a little bit out of you in the pregame show, but just to share with our listeners, moving forward now, what's the objective?
Well, the number one objective is to get a win here on senior night on Tuesday. Like our seniors, I know I've only been around them for 2 years, but they've given me everything they could for 2 years. They're good basketball players and they're far better people, which is really what you want in the big scheme of things. And to reward them, I'd like to, and plus we've got a little, Pioneers kind of rule the roost here a little bit. We got to get that monkey off our back. I know they're not the same team, but you still need to, in the conference, in the rivalry, senior night, you need to win that game.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't know if Croft will be ready or not. We'll see how things go.
Day to day.
I don't know what Mother Nature's got in store. We may not even be at school tomorrow. I don't know what the snow is going to do. I mean, we may not practice. So
it's just
we're going to roll with it. But if this team keeps showing up, I like our chances. We get a healthy Croft, and these guys hang around. That sectional, it's not easy by any stretch. But we're not going to be the favorite.
It's wide open.
I'll take that.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're hovering around 500. Cass is going to be the favorite, and that's fine. Let them have all the spotlight. We'll sneak in the back door.
Hey,
it's all right.
But you guys are in Castins?
Lewis Cass.
Oh.
Lewis Cass.
Lewis Caston.
Lewis Cass, Wabash, Pioneer, North Miami, and us.
Well,
we'll find out Sunday, draw.
Yep.
Well, it'll be interesting, Coach, and I appreciate you coming up here and talking with us.
Appreciate you guys covering us.
It was a fun game.
Always good to see you guys around. It's a big game when you guys are in town. So
Right. Yeah. Hey, we have a good front. As that's head coach of the Winamac Lady Warriors, Tony Stasiak. Another game we had, the final from West Central. Faith Christian beat the West Central Lady Trojans 73-65. And then earlier on in the night, the South Central Satellites boys basketball team opened up PCC tournament action against Morgan Township. Superintendent from South Central, Ben Anderson, sent me the score. He said the final from tonight's game was 57-36. He thinks. Needless to say, the South Central Satellites unfortunately fell tonight. Three of our area teams lose. One picks up a big win in the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays, and it couldn't have come at a better time. And after talking with head coach Whitney Combs, I kind of like where this team's at heading into this big rivalry game against Knox.
Well, I saw a lot of good things out of them. I mean, we've seen them a few times this year, and obviously, when the Bobcats played them, I saw them play as well, and I tell you what, they're getting better and better, and I know they lost earlier in the season to the Satellites, who are in their sectional, but I don't think you got the same team that played the Satellites, earlier in the year. So
right.
I think that sectional is definitely going to be wide open, and the draws are always very, very important. We'll see what happens on Sunday, and if everybody's getting the draw they want, I figured whatever you got to beat whoever, anyway, so just give me whoever, let's get started. Now, The other thing was, I was, depending on how many teams were in the sectional, I like playing the first night, in the first game.
Get things rolling.
I like, especially, depends on how long your team had been off, and, in Coach Stasiak's issue, maybe, how long, give her a little bit more time
to heal
if, that would always help too. You don't know what teams have, if they have injuries and all that stuff, that plays into it as well. But I mean, if you're fully healthy and everything, it's just, I'm just ready to get going and let's just play. We ain't going to worry about rust and like he says, you never know. The rust is one thing, but Mother Nature you can't control.
You can't control. And like he said, who knows if there'll be even practice or school tomorrow.
Yep.
As this is the Collins Insurance post-game show, we're going to take a break and come back for the Stark County Co-op play of the game. It's coming up next. You're listening to KVB's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere. Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox. Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989. Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
54-44 was the final here at Warrior Gymnasium as the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays beat the Winamac Lady Warriors. We're talking about our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Coach, what do you have for us?
Well, I think really it was a tight game the whole way, and it could have went really either way till the last few minute of the game. So I think with 21 seconds left in the ball game, when Anna Garbison got that breakaway layup to put the game away, kind of 44-52 at that point. For that reason, I'm going to give Anna Garbison the co-op.
Seemed like after that, just they had turned the corner at that point. They had lasted the last run for Winamac.
They got the run out. She was open, got the layup, and it was just that was the end.
Well, congratulations to Anna Garbison for getting our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. As we invite you to stay tuned, our Ashley Derrickson 5-star Player of the Game is coming up next. You're listening to KVB's WKVI. This is the Collins Insurance Postgame Show.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392, the Stark County Co-op.
Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care, closer to home. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is all about community and keeping our community spotlight shining on the accomplishments of our youth. That's why PMH is proud to be a sponsor of our local high school sports action on WKVI, our community radio station. Pulaski Memorial Hospital. Quality care, closer to home.
Kankakee Valley RAMC is excited to announce that applications for their youth programs are now available. If you know a student in 6th grade or a junior in high school, encourage them to apply for Camp Kilowatt or Youth Tour to Washington, D.C. Our fun summer experiences are designed to ignite curiosity, foster leadership, and provide hands-on experiences. For high school seniors gearing up for college next fall, KVRAMC is offering $8,000 in scholarships through the Operation Roundup program. Let KVRAMC fuel your academic journey by providing the financial support you need. Are you ready to apply? The deadline is March 1st. Visit kvrmc.com to get started.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star Player of the Game. Mitch?
It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star Player of the Game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson-San Pierre High School, who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-Star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-Star is known for its dedication to service, Now that dedication means savings for you. 5 Star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Well, what are you feeling, Coach?
Well, I think everybody knows what we're probably feeling up here, and that's that third quarter, really just did it for her. But Caitlin Tunis had 16 points. I had her for 6 rebounds, 4 steals. Did a little bit of everything, hit a couple threes in that fourth quarter, and she was just all over the place. And I think for that reason, scary part, she's a freshman.
Yeah, I know. Every time I look down, I have to double check. I was like, are you serious? Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she's a
Goodness.
freshman, but, she doesn't play like a freshman, and good for them, come tournament time here. She's ready. You're a sophomore by now, so get her going.
Yeah, no kidding.
But for that reason, she's going to be our Ashley Derrickson player of the game.
Boy, Kaylin Tunis had a heck of a game this past Saturday. Tough loss to North Miami. She turns right around this Thursday, takes it to the Winamac Lady Warriors along with the Lady Jays. She and Kylie Lehigh are blending quite well right now. Let's just say that. Let's not jinx them, but they are blending quite well right now.
Dynamic duo?
Dynamic duo, maybe?
There you go.
I don't know.
Batman and Robin.
Well, KVB's WKVI Sports is back in action this Saturday to see the rivalry renewed between the Knox Redskins and the North Judson-San Pierre Blue Jays. In 91 other counties, it's just a game, but in Stark County, it's a war. We will be going live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central. That's right here on 99.3 FM and streaming throughout the world on WKVI.com. We also remind you to join us each weekend for the Saturday Sports Line. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana, thanks to our very own Harold Welter. We always have several of our area head coaches on hand as we go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. If you miss the Saturday Sports Line, don't worry. We remind you of the Saturday Sports Line replay every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Hey, follow us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X, formerly Twitter, at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Final word from you tonight, Terry.
Well, a fun night. Hopefully Mother Nature holds off a little bit, get these games in, especially for these kids that, are having senior nights and stuff like that. And obviously a lot of the schools are because, they may have the last week before sectionals. There may be a lot of away games, but hopefully Mother Nature holds off for all of them and get these games in. And I do want to say good luck to all the teams. Hopefully they get the best draw they possibly can on come Sunday. And then we can have a lot of teams that we can follow, all the way down to Indianapolis.
That would be awesome.
That would be
That's
awesome.
a bucket list for me for sure, to call a state game. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm a little jealous. You're going to get some really great weather next week. Safe travels to you, Coach.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Our final in this one, the North Judson-San Pierre Lady Blue Jays beat the Winamac Lady Warriors 54-44. From all of us here at KVB, we thank you for listening to Indiana High School Sports. For our sports analyst, Terry Minix, our in-game announcer, John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School Basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, NEPCO, Crane and Equipment Services, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, Standard Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, Collins Insurance, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. We'd like to thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Here's the three in the corner on the way! Yes! Yes! Big time!